The Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the New York Knicks in 5 games in the 2023 NBA playoffs. It's no secret that they got manhandled on the rebounding and physical aspect of the series. There were lots of question marks on this Cavs roster, and crazy rumors like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland were being shopped around the league. Even Jared Allen's name got thrown to trade talks. The Cavs front office, the fans, and people around the NBA all knew that the Cavs needed to improve their spacing, their bench depth, and their starting small forward issue. The Cavs got right to work to fix those issues. As free agency started, the first domino to fall for the Cleveland Cavaliers was Karis Levert signing his new 2-year, $32 million contract. He averaged 12.1 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 3.9 assists while also shooting 39% from 3. But he was generally inconsistent. He shifted roles a lot during the season, but towards the end, he found his role as a sixth man. He was actually one of the better players in the Cavs' playoff run, averaging 15 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. As a player, he's what you call a Swiss Army knife. He's a great defender, playmaker, shooter, and has self-creation, everything you'd want in a bench piece. As a team that didn't have a lot of great bench players, bringing him back is essential for trying to make a deep playoff run. In Game 2, Karis Levert put up 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists on 56% from the field. If I were to grade this move, I would easily give this a B+, because if he could stay this role for the entire season, he will become more consistent in it, and he could possibly be a Sixth Man of the Year candidate. The first free agent signing is Max Strus. He agreed on a 4-year, $63 million signing trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Cavs only had to give up Lamar Stevens and Cedi Osman, 2 inconsistent role players off our bench. As a small forward, he can fill that starting small forward's role, as he can shoot very well and is a pretty underrated defender. In the regular season and playoffs, the court was jammed because teams were leaving Isaac Okoro open, as they knew he was a very inconsistent shooter. Bringing someone like Max Strus, who is one of the best shooters in this free agency, can help the offense open up more for our bigs and for our guards. One thing that the Knicks did really well against the Cavs was making Evan Mobley decide between an Isaac Okoro corner 3 ball or taking it over 2 defenders. In Game 1, Isaac Okoro took like 4 3-pointers in the corner and missed all 4, causing the Knicks to take an early lead. Imagine, instead of him being left wide open and being able to take those threes, it was someone like Max Strus who could hit probably 3 or 4 of them. Having a floor spacer like that will cause teams to game plan in a different way. One thing I've seen from these Max Strus highlights is that he isn't being told to just stand in the corner and hit open shots. He's taking tough, contested 3-pointers. Having playmakers like Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell will open up shots for Max Strus, and he will be able to hit more of those corner threes. Max Strus shot 35% from 3 last season. I think that's going to go up, just because him having those wide open shots that Isaac Okoro would have had taken, he's just a better shooter, so those shots are going to be able to go in. I think a realistic expectation would probably be around 38% to 39%. If I were to grade this move, I would grade it a B+, just because of the flexibility he brings to the Cavs. We were the number 1 offense last year, so I think that if we can add Strus to the starting lineup instead of Okoro, we will still be a top defensive team and top offensive team. I think getting Max Strus for only Cedi Osman and Lamar Stevens is a steal. The next signing is Georges Niang on a 3-year, $26 million contract. Niang averaged 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist on 40% from 3 and 87% from the free throw line. He is another really solid bench piece that played for a contending 76ers team. Many of you guys probably did not know this, but Georges Niang is a career 40% 3-point shooter. That is so helpful to the Cavs roster, who needed spacing with their offense. He's also a playoff vet who played with multiple playoff teams, and he has that veteran experience that the Cavs desperately needed. One thing I do like about Georges Niang is that he's a grit guy. He plays with a lot of physicality, and he's a trash talker. To simply put it, you can't leave open a 40% shooter. Someone like Okoro who doesn't have a great reputation from 3, you can leave that person open. But someone like Georges Niang, who is a career 40% 3-point shooter, you just can't leave that open. On top of signing Max Strus and Georges Niang, the Cavs also signed Ty Jerome. The contract is only 2 years, $5 million. Even though many fans might not know of him, Ty Jerome was really solid for the Warriors on his 2-week contract, and now he has a guaranteed contract to show his worth. Ty Jerome averaged 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. He also shot 39% from 3 and 93% from the free throw line. In my opinion, I see this move as just the Cavs getting a cheap 3-point shooter and adding another bench player. What I will say is, I think that Ty Jerome could make a run for Rubio's money as a backup point guard. Ty Jerome is the better 3-point shooter and is younger, and I think he could play better defense than Rubio. Rubio will have to prove to JB Bickerstaff in the training camp and throughout the beginning of the season that he is more experienced and better than Ty Jerome. But I don't think that he will be able to get to that level. I just hope that Ty Jerome plays some good defense and can be a consistent 3-point shooter whenever they give him the ball. The last move for the Cleveland Cavaliers in this offseason so far was the Cleveland Cavaliers trading for Damian Jones. He didn't play that much on the Lakers, Kings, and Jazz, but when he does play, he can give you really solid minutes as a backup center. If Damian Jones can give me anything better than what Robin Lopez gave me last year, I'll gladly take that. He doesn't make that much money, and if he's grabbing rebounds, putting up layups, and blocking shots, that's all we need him for. In my opinion, I think one reason why the Cavs were so drained out in the playoffs was because they didn't have any bench depth. And for the big man, I think that's the reason why, for example, Jordan Allen and Evan Mobley were worse than they were in the regular season. What I remember from the regular season there were moments when Jordan Allen was injured and Evan Mobley had to step up and play the center position, and he would get into foul trouble a lot, and we were stuck with giving Robin Lopez center minutes, which is terrible. Hopefully Damian Jones can play those Robin Lopez minutes and be better at it than he was. Another thing about Damian Jones that goes under the radar sometimes is that he is a 2-time champion. He played with the Warriors during those dynasty days, and he probably learned so many valuable lessons from Draymond and all those good big men. His contract was simply absorbed. We did not use the MLE for it as well. The Cavs have around $3.5 million left to sign another free agent, but it seems that they're going to stay put for now. Make sure to like and subscribe and put your predictions down in the comment section below. What do you think about this Cavs team?